Let me just check the thing real fast with my Notion notes.
Notion for the win.
Yeah, I'm having a fun time with this big project management list. I showed this to one of my coworkers, and she's like, "Oh my god." And I'm like, "Listen, what was the expression she said? It's like, fuck, what was it? It's your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5." And I'm like, technically no, because it's not until 5. And I'm like, I've never heard that expression before, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
Never
solid.
heard that.
So, I'm thinking we would probably just see what Anushka is getting up to or Anushka and Oriana is getting up to first, since Chrissy has to dip out early anyway.
Yeah, some of these I might again. We'll see on when I'll carve out some time to formalize rather the system, notate it down. But some of these are probably going to go through that text stuff, or maybe not. Maybe we could just take 10 minutes to do it. Which I guess we just do that in session. Never mind. That defeats the purpose.
Yeah, like
of doing that.
talking to the banner thing. Yeah. We could have done that over the week, or we could just do that right now, and hopefully that's just quick and we could get out of the way and then meet up with Anushka. I can talk.
My question is, what endeavors you guys have here in Duvros? Because I know your guys' list is across a time skip, but the time skip would technically start basically after the session.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe this very day, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the task, right? So Blair working on armor, she's going to be doing that for the next short while, so therefore she's already in the time skip.
I mean, I'm quite happy with just the interrogate Miles and help Oriana. That's fair with me. So I'm quite keen to get to the
interrogate Miles. How about
yeah.
I feel it would be the opposite if anything.
Okay, pester him for ideas. Okay, that's.
Hey, Miles, please help.
Please help me. I'm useless.
Then yeah. So are you going alone to the few?
I mean, yeah. If nobody else wants to tag along, Anushka will say "Hey, I'm going over here. Anybody want to come?" But obviously.
Tess is preoccupied.
It's fine, I get it.
Good.
So mean.
I have so much stuff to do. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Shame.
So selfish.
I have a girlfriend now. I gotta pay attention to her.
How bold of you.
I'll stay here and do this for as long as it takes.
Well, you better start readying a tent.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the few. And it's the fucking morning, so when you go there's very few people in the few.
Yep.
Because people aren't morning drinkers.
It's a very different atmosphere when it's before alcohol time. We like to serve alcohol.
Socially
when you enter in there, it's basically empty except the minstrel you guys saw prior, and she's doing she's not playing or anything because there's no one here except the other person is the bartender that you saw from before. No, she just starts setting up, doing some practice things, stuff like that. Miles is not down here in the main tavern area.
Okay. Did he say roughly where he'd be?
Did you think to ask him that?
No.
Sounds like a you problem then, Bert.
Okay, cool. Could she just go up to the barkeep? If there is one.
Queen. Just as there was, yes.
Okay, cool.
He's another queen in the counter.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry to disturb. I'm looking for someone. They said they would be here. By the name of Miles. They gives description of Miles. Do you know if he has been through here at all?
Who wants to know?
I was worried just he was going to say that. Yes.
He just kind of looks really confused.
Depends what's it to you.
Me? Anushka? He knows me.
Does he?
I would certainly hope so. He's a friend of the of my family, I guess, in a weird way.
Make a persuasion check.
Well,
oh god, you suck so hard today.
Man,
dude, that's your second one.
Would you like my inspiration?
Oh, it's fine. I've got my own inspiration. I'll use that.
I
Thank
thought you
though.
did.
Thank you. I
got one last week, so.
What was that again? Persuasion. I
that's something we missed in the recap. Amber saying Black Watch instead of Black Force. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
One. Smile.
Anushka, don't suck.
It was just a slip up.
Other end of
There
the
you go.
fucking scale, baby.
Oh my god. The duality of
Duality
dice.
of man, yes.
It could only be off by one more point. If you rolled
I
shit
know,
on
right?
the guidance. That's insane.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I love Anushka. She's great. Okay.
Is that so?
It is, yes. It is. She's kind of like puffs out her chest a little bit, like, yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Close family friend?
Yes.
He help you around?
What was that, sorry?
He help you around?
Yeah, he's helping me with a project. Is he here?
He's here. He's here. Hasn't come down yet. Came back late.
Oh, okay, is he still sleeping? Okay.
Don't know, but whatever he's doing. Let me tell you something. Okay?
Uh-huh.
When people help you, you help them back. Them's the rules of the world.
Okay.
Here. Give him this. He puts a drink on the, on the counter. Say you paid for it. It's on the house.
Aw.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
I love
I'm
him.
very grateful. Yeah, like Anushka suddenly does like a big 180. She's like, "Oh right, okay, yeah, of course, thank you so much. I'll take it." She kind of goes like a quick sniff, like, "What is it?"
It's a special type of mead. Extra spiced.
Sort of spice.
A little bit of a wake up call.
Ah, okay, okay. Thank you very much. I never got your name. Sorry. What was?
I actually have forgotten his name myself. Where is the list?
No.
In fairness,
Absolutely.
I've had it on the map, that's why. And I archived the map.
Oh yeah, there. Okay.
I thought it began with a W.
No.
His full name is Ways of the House Husband.
Oh my
They
god.
call me Armand.
Armin.
Armand. It's lovely to meet you,
Yeah.
Armand.
Blusher.
She like hold out her hand to like shake.
He
Anushka.
takes it. It's a deft squeeze, like shakes it once up.
Cool.
second
She
up.
tries to pretend it doesn't hurt.
His hands are very soft.
They are very moisturized.
Ah, yes.
Pleasure to meet you. You want some breakfast?
She kind of thinks back. She's already had breakfast.
Yes, you have.
She's like a little bit. Kind of considers the old hobbits' way of second breakfast. I'm okay, thank you though. Do you have any like non-alcoholic beverages? Like teas or
Non-alcoholic
something or
beverage.
anything? Like a tea or something? Pot I can sit on.
Yeah, I got something for you. Wait here.
Okay, thank you very
He
much.
walks away. He walks downstairs. He comes back up, like only like 2 minutes later, with like this little like tin that he begins like uncorking, pulling out some tea leaves, and begins reading a pot of tea. And in due time, yeah, you get your cup of tea, pot of tea.
Pot of tea.
Your copper.
Oh, that love is a pot of tea.
Eventually, Miles does enter back into the place, but he enters from the front door, as opposed to the downstairs access.
Yeah. I guess she kind of looks at that going like, huh? And then she'll like flag him over, I guess.
He quirks an eyebrow and walks over. Morning.
Good morning. This is for you. And she'll like push the drink over.
He stares at it.
I hear it's good for the morning. Very spiced, I hear.
I'm trying to cut back, but if it's a gift, he just slams it.
Oh!
So what brings you here this early?
Is it that early? What time is it currently, actually?
9 a.m.
Oh, okay. It's early. Okay.
You guys partied for like 12 hours straight. I assume you guys are pretty tuckered out before midnight. Because you guys started your party in the afternoon.
At noon.
Yep. I
So
mean,
I
hey.
assume you had a pretty early end, and thusly a pretty early start.
Oh, well, I suppose it's early. I wanted to pick your brain a little bit more. I've been thinking about what I said earlier, and it's kind of daft. So, I have new idea. If you are willing to listen, I got you a drink. I can get you another one. I can bribe.
He just boinks one to you. Word of advice, Anushka.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it definitely feels like this. It's a stereotype of adventurers. Interactions aren't always transactional.
I wasn't. Okay, sure. Sorry. Regardless, I wanted to pay back your help. So there. And I was hoping you might be able to give me some tips on. I think you called it like not quite mechanics. It's sort of engineering type of
Engineering, yes.
style. Right. Yes. If you can give me some pointers on stuff, I think I can learn a lot. So.
I hope so.
And I want to learn. So
Want is not connotative to ability. And I can teach you all you want. I can't understand it for you.
That is a little bit disheartening to hear, but okay.
It's the reality of it. They made that pretty clear when I was becoming a Silverboard. They can beat us all they want. That doesn't mean we would get it. But it definitely helps.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that speech actually just transported me back like 4 years with Nestle, but besides the point.
Alright, what do you got?
Okay, so, as Kirsty quickly goes back to the post I read.
You don't need to describe it in its entirety.
Okay, wonderful.
Definitely, as a player, I told this to Jordan way back, who's an artificer in the Sunday game. Yeah, go learn about guns, right? Go learn about them, because it will help in the long run, because it will spark ideas, and also it will give you a fundamental understanding, because if you're not going to do the I use magic approach, then it's a lot harder, because no one in this call is a physicist or a mechanical engineer. That's with cop right now, but that's just a different story. But there needs to be some foundation of logic.
Yeah, that's kind of why I gave up. I was kind of thinking about it yesterday, and I was just like, oh, fuck it. So, I understand nothing. But that being said, though, doing the whole gun thing, I did find it did spark some ideas. So, solid advice there when researching the gun stuff. But yeah,
If you need a TEDx talk on how guns work, I will be happy to do so. Mostly because it's a lot more straightforward than you think. Guns are immensely straightforward in terms of how they operate. It's the design of them that's the bitch.
yeah, I think that's what's kind of getting at me. Because I sort of get how they work, but it's trying to work in what I want to do into how they work, and it's like there's too many bits, if you know what I mean, or trying to know what every bit does.
Keep in mind that guns that you might be associated with, or rather familiar with, popularized guns are likely military service guns. The thing is, the government is the government. The government is not efficient in its peak form. Guns that you're familiar with, there might be better versions of them out there. They just weren't picked up by the government, by Britain or the US or whatever, because it was too expensive to make, too difficult to operate, da-da-da-da-da. There's a bunch of those out there. I mean, for fuck's sake, we still do that now.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be the thing in this game. Also, keep in mind that you're a ranger, not a gunner.
Yes.
Or an artificer. So,
yes.
if you really want to pick up into this, like, capability with your own two hands as a player, you'd have to multi-class. Or do what you're doing now and get help. Because it's like you guys like try, I want to craft some armor. Okay, have you crafted anything before? No. Are you gonna ask where to help? No. Have fucking fun with that.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit like that. But you begin talking with Maz about the sort of design you have in place, and he does remark that it is possible, but you're going to need to do some downbreaking if you're going to use Abel's contraption.
Yeah.
You're basically incorporating that into the thing you're trying to use it for. So in that case, and I'm going to tell you this right now, you can roll a Tinkerer's Tool check. If you fail, you lose Abel's device. If you succeed, you incorporate his device into your design.
Oh no, I've already used my inspiration though. Okay.
Miles will give you advantage, but again, he can teach you, he can't understand it for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I swear, Anushka, if you roll...
Repeaters, repeaters, and to comment on the company chart thing, repeaters are good, yeah. They don't shoot rifle cartridges.
Yeah, they shoot like 9 mil or something, right?
No, they don't. I think one of the higher calibers is like a 30-30 Winchester or a 45-70 government, but
Right.
it's
That's
just not the
rifle.
same. Again, we're fighting monsters in this setting. The 45-70 government might take down a man. It ain't taking down a Grey Render.
Oh,
So
well.
Oh, that's
would it at least translate to rifleman's abilities? 'Cause it's still a long arm.
No, I think they're more akin to Gunslinger in terms of shooting fast.
Good to know.
Yeah, because Garth in one of his previous characters had someone who did use a repeating rifle.
And my
Or
character
Peter,
was
a carbine.
Gunslinger, because that was
Yeah.
kind of the natural transition.
Yeah, so she used a repeater. No, rifles are different, just simply for the cartridge that they fire. There is a speed shooting. I saw this yesterday. I learned this yesterday. Fun fact: there actually is a speed way of shooting a bolt action rifle. Rather,
Okay.
it looks a bit jank, but I understand why you would do it. But the thing is, it's definitely for firing fast. I don't know how it is for like recoil and accuracy.
Okay.
So you have Miles here, so he gives you advantage. You don't have any form of guidance.
Okay. What's the pass mark, or am I not allowed to know yet? Just out of curiosity. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
This ring does have like a Capri Sun.
Does Miles
Very
provide
nice.
guidance?
Damn it. Okay.
Nope, he can't provide guns. He provides advantage.
Okay. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Okay.
Hell yeah.
26.
There is a point in which you're like, "Oh God, I broke it."
Oh God.
But Miles just simply remarks, "No, you didn't. You broke it down immensely so, but it's not broken." And then the two of you begin piecing it not back together because that would defeat the fucking purpose of it, but trying to see how it ticks, how it works. Because this elemental component of it was stemmed from Abel's design, but Abel didn't give you like a power source that changes elemental damage. Like he didn't do that. He gave you the design. He didn't give you material. So it's a question of where did that ability stem from? It stemmed from you all along in the first place, and not in a Hollow Region sort of way, but in like a naturalistic sort of way. So now it's taking that and amplifying it and touching it or tapping into it more. There definitely is a point that more so Miles, but something that you both pick up on of if it was only able to do this much before, putting a higher strain on its capabilities without upgrading it, doesn't that mean it will just break it faster? Yes, that is 100% what would happen. So thusly, now you guys have a new functional task. How do you improve it? How does, for lack of a better term, prevent it from overheating, going too hard, overloading it? It's in a functional way now. You managed to reassemble it and as well as the new device you have, but Miles does remark that you're going to need to upgrade its capability before you put it to full combat use. You could probably use it right now a few times, that's fine, but in terms of if you had to go an entire firefight with it, probably not. And you sort of realize that's how Miles designs things. He stress designs things. They do the same for NASA, right? Here's what we think it can handle. Okay, so how are we going to design it? For 3 times that amount of strain. Just in case. Because he remarks it is the worst feeling in the world to hear the click when you run out of ammo, or hear the jam of a weapon. It is one of the most despairing feelings in the world. Because it means you're fucked. So,
Yep.
so that's why he's telling you, you need to go upgrade this thing. Again, you could use it a few times here and there, that's fine. But I'd rather you are able to go an entire fucking firefight and then some, firing this thing nonstop.
Mhm.
Because
Yep,
you
I
might
would
need
do
it at some point.
Yeah, something's telling me. Yep, that might be the case. Yep.
It also puts a bit of stress testing on environmental effects, So if you're for whatever reason in like a volcanic environment, this thing would overheat if it didn't have the upgrade capability.
Mhm.
You're just like, what a volcano, and he's just adventuring stuff.
Just casually. What do you mean?
The-
When have you been in a volcano?
You never know.
Oh, okay. That's definitely something I'm going to ask Nesty.
When you, yeah, well, if you find Nessie, tell him, time to come find me.
Yeah, will do. Actually, that is a thought. Do you have any way of, or have any idea where he might be at the moment? I have
No.
a few ideas. Oh, okay. Cool. I had a few
I
ideas.
told you, girl. The last time I saw him is when the company disbanded.
Right, so you did. Okay.
That was
True.
years ago.
Right, sorry. Apparently I partied a little bit more than I thought last night. Oh, all the emotional trauma's getting to me. But besides the point. Okay, thank you.
It
Just
catches
thought
up to all of us. Cannot
that
relent.
it does. That it does. Thank you very much for all of this, though.
Please stop thanking me.
Sorry, I do it because I get nervous. I can tell you to go fuck yourself instead, if that makes you feel any better. I'm joking. I'm joking.
This
Please
boy who wants
understand
at
I'm
you?
joking. I'm joking. I'm trying to be funny.
Don't quit your day job.
Get fucked.
What, she started directing the throat. Riker?
No, that's a solar plexus.
Yeah.
For both.
He does have 2 hands.
And-
And can clone himself.
Yeah, and she sort of turns awkwardly to her tea and she's like, right, go, yeah, will do. Turns back
Just-
to whatever she's doing.
I would say this process probably takes you 3 or so hours.
Mhm.
The disassembly is pretty fast, although you're cautious in every disassembly component of it, in case,
Yeah, it blows up or something.
like you're trying to memorize where things go. It's like fucking undoing like a fucking piece of IKEA furniture. So it definitely goes slower in that regard, but not to the point where it would warrant 3 hours. The 3 hours is just from him explaining how everything works. A grasp of mechanical engineering and general physics, and a little bit of chemistry, biological component for maybe making your own gunpowder.
Ooh.
Anyways,
Oh, hello!
it's a very, very peculiar craft that he would not recommend unless you're very confident in it or have a lot of experimentation done. He's done it on occasion, but again, it's not something he'd advocate a novice to do. And it's not like you're making special higher power gunpowder. It's just making normal gunpowder.
Yeah.
The catch is being able to make it anywhere, as opposed to having to buy it all the time.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that is a thing.
It would be something an alchemist would have to endeavor upon. And he thinks you have a plenty on your plate as is. If you want to try adding more to it, fair enough.
I mean, I have enough bullets to last me at the moment anyway, so, eh.
So yeah, that takes you 3 hours, and you have a increased sense of, or increased knowledge or insight into physics and chemistry and all these other lovely, lovely sciences. Your brain probably hurts a bit. Probably have a bit of a headache.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
So, let's switch gears. Who's next?
Close or quick?
Everyone,
Fun
rock,
with
paper,
those
scissors.
episodes.
You think
Go
close?
shopping.
They are.